Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Jumbo Cactuar! So I'm going to try this Jumbo Cactuar deck that basically reanimates it using Ardyn the Usurper. This card says demons I control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. And then at the beginning of my combat, I can exile a creature card from a graveyard and then make it as a 5/5 demon. Make a copy of it as a 5/5 demon, which is insane. If we do that with the Jumbo Cactuar, it will become a 5/5 that gets plus 9,999 and is Menace, so it takes 2 blockers, it has Haste, so it can attack right away, and it will also have Lifelink. So even if our opponent managed to block it with 2 creatures, because it doesn't have Trample, that's fine. I gain 9,999 life, which means most likely the game's over at that point. So how do we do that? Well, Reanimation Shell. This card, Ardyn, costs 8, so we're not actually hard casting him. Instead, we're going to toss it into the graveyard with Fear of Missing Out, Bitter Reunion, Liliana, Tursa, and then bring it back with Zombify. Or even with Valgaboth Faithful. So that's the whole idea of the deck. Very straightforward. Rakdos Reanimator deck. I know it's called the 4-color Reanimators, but the lands are just for Rakdos. We're never casting the Jumbo Cactuar. We're never casting Sin with another card that got introduced in Final Fantasy. Whenever Sin enters or attacks, exile a random permanent card from my graveyard and then create a tap token that's a copy of it. If it's a land, we get to copy or repeat that process. We'll keep doing that until we get a non-land, and then we just win that way. That's kind of the idea. So with this deck, we can very quickly and very hastily get our beast stick on and win. So that's kind of the idea of reanimating deck. Nowadays, we have to make our deck fast. So if we don't win by turn 4 or 5, we're most likely going to lose because all the red aggros are going to kill us, or all the control decks are going to have their control elements set in stone and counter all our spells, and then the combo decks would have comboed off already. So we have to get around that. So to do that, we have to have some early game interactions first. 2 Duress and 3 Torch the Tower. This is good interaction to make sure that our opponent does not overrun us too quickly or have their combos set up before ours. We also have 2 Valgaboth Faithful, which in this deck, I don't really think it's necessary to hold. A lot of times, you'll hold Valgaboth Faithful and play on turn 5 and be able to activate it right away. But with this deck, I think it's fine just to toss it out as a potential chump blocker, mainly because we got Overlord the Balemurk. Overlord the Balemurk on turn 2 can bring it back if we just chump block. And a lot of times, Overlord might actually whiff. So if you have a Valgaboth Faithful in the graveyard and bring back with Overlord, it's not that bad. So that's why we, I always throw out the Faithful on turn 1 if I need to against any sort of aggressive decks. Since we're going second all the time, you're going to know if your opponent's aggressive or not. And then we also have 4 2-drop in Fear of Missing Out. Very useful card in Reanimation deck. 2 Bitter Triumph to remove our opponent creature while tossing a card from our hand. And then 2 Bitter Reunion, also bitter. This card gives us creatures haste. So even if we don't have Ardyn in the graveyard, if our opponent has nothing on board, we can zombify a Jumbo Cactuar, give it haste, and then just win that way as well. Then turn 3, we have 2 Liliana and 3 Tursa Light Shatter. So this deck is going to be a little bit tricky. I think with Tursa, we almost never want to attack, right? So it's 3 mana, 3/3, comes into play, and then we discard 2 and draw 2. Or discard up to 2 and draw that many cards. And then when Tursa attacks, we can exile, or if there's a threshold, basically, we can exile a card random, and then we can cast that card this turn. And the part about the downside about this deck is that sometimes Tursa will exile your reanimation target, and that feels bad. So don't attack with Tursa unless you have no reanimation target in the graveyard. Just got a bunch of lands and card draw spells. Then you can attack with Tursa. You don't need that damage. The hasting 3 damage doesn't mean anything because the Cactuar is 9,999. So you just hold back. That's how I feel about this. And then, of course, turn 4 Zombify. That's kind of the end of the curve. None of these cards we're going to hard cast, right? So we got 3 Jumbo Cactuar. I cut 1 to put in a Bahamut so that in case there's things that we on the board we want to kill, we can also get the Bahamut to kill things. And then we have 4 Ardyns, 1 Sin for the reanimation that gets reanimations. So that's kind of the idea of this whole deck. It's a very sort of tuned type of the Jumbo Cactuar deck. We're not running 4 Jumbo Cactuars. We're not running 4 Valgaboth Faithful. We're not running 4. There's a lot of none of 4s, right? There's 3 offs and 2 offs in this deck. That makes it so it looks like this deck isn't exactly sure what it's doing. But trust me when I say this, there's a lot of these necessary cards that I think It's tuned to the maximum to the way that they need to be played, at least in my opinion right now. And then we also have the land base. So Reanimation deck, so 23 lands. A little bit less on lands because we have a lot of card draw that discards. So we really only need to curve up to 4. So we got 3 swamps, 1 mountain, 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 4 Blazemire Verge, 4 Raucous Theater. This is a very good card because it also surveils. You can potentially just drop a Ardyn into the graveyard on turn 4 or on turn 5 as we, drop our 5th land as the Raucous Theater and reanimate with Zombify without our opponent even seeing it coming. And then we have 4 Sulfurous Springs, and then just 3 Rogue Passage. Rogue Passage is also pretty good at pushing through the Jumbo Cactuar for the unblockable 9,999, or actually 10,000 damage. So that's the whole idea of the deck. Now let's see how well it can do. Alright, our opponent is the Gazback. Okay. He's going to be a Gazbag back. And he goes first. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Black-white. I don't like the look of that. I'll keep a torch. Black-white is usually scary because they have graveyard hate. Very likely to have graveyard hate. We will do the Overlord thing. There's a stick. Black-white stick. I wonder what it is. Alright, Lily is pretty good. I think we take Lily, right? We get Lily next turn if they play 1 creature. Momentum Breaker. No, boy. Okay. Oh. I am way over prepared for what I was going to do because I didn't know it was a Momentum Breaker deck. So we just Liliana this? That's not that bad, right? Rogue's Passage. Yeah, I can Rogue's Passage.
Fight finished before brunch. Off you go.
I'm sure there's just going to be a bunch of, sacrifice or kill spells or whatever. I don't need the 5th land and the second Rogue's Passage, so that can go. I guess we'll go with the discard first. Do we go with the discard first? We'll drop our torch.
Don't overthink things.
There's 6. It's probably gonna kill the Tursa. I still think I draw 2, discard 2. Yeah, so you can land anyways. Didn't matter. Oh, he's letting this trigger. Triggered on a Tursa. Kind of pointless. Exile a card random. Curing. Alright, well, there goes my Tursa. Momentum Breaker. Breaks the Tursa. Preacher. I can't kill both. Actually, I can't kill any of them.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Yeah, it wasn't how things were supposed to go, but it is how things went. Don't need that. Actually, this is great. Let's get the Bahamut out. We'll break... Do we break Preacher here? Or do we break the Momentum Breaker so it doesn't have another one? Let's do that. He gets a... Get 1-1, I don't think I care about that. Now we get to look at how annoying this deck is. Oh, okay. I guess we don't. He just quits. Dude, he had all the control and cannot make it through. Alright, our opponent is the Philoginglis. Philoginglis? Whatever it is, we go first. How's it going? This is not red, unfortunately, so I can't torch then Overlord, which means I can't torch at all. Still think I dropped the Verge first. I will say hi, but he's not even in the game. Yeah, see, I couldn't torch first, so I'm gonna be behind this whole game. Every turn from now on. Even though I went first. I'll take back the Cactuar, just because now I have another card to discard to Tursa. Alright, we're fighting a Corey Steel deck, but they at least are going second and they're playing it badly, so who knows what could happen. Do I put out the passage? Yeah, go big or go home, that's what I would say. I do get a Duress, ooh, oh boy. Alright, Tursa's doing the blocks, unless he gets bounced. If he gets bounced, right? It's whatevers. That wasn't a bounce spell, so it's probably a burn. I don't even care if Tursa dies, so yeah, do your worst. Oh, or, you know, don't do your worst. Worst is usually scary. Do your second best. Rage. Any more? To kill the Tursa? No, just a trade? Alright. And then a 2 mana nothing. That makes me kind of scared. These decks definitely run Spell Pierce, so I want to get pierced. Okay, Duress and quit. I never get to pull off a combo. Alright, our opponent is the Sea Bass. He's a brilliant Sea Bass. How brilliant is he? I think the question is how red is he? And the answer is very. Oh my god, 2 ping lands against a red deck? Oh, this is gonna suck. Surfing car. At least he has taste. But he has red, so all that taste is, you know, kind of countered. How do I do this? Torch. Turn 2. I don't know. Turn 3 Overlord? We'll find out. Okay, Boros so far. No, not Boros. We'll FOMO. Hey, what is this, Naya? We'll FOMO the Ardyn. Ardyn? Ardyn? I don't know what is. Helix. Naya control? No way, there's no such thing. Oh, a land that doesn't hurt me. Tursa's great, but I think I'm gonna Overlord first. This way I have some fodder for Tursa, if nothing else. Yeah. And I also have a torch, should I need to torch something. Right now, there's nothing for me to discard with the with a Tursa, and that's what I'm afraid of. Elder Dragon's War. Yo, what? Is this also a Reanimator deck? I'm so confused here. I could discard a land. I feel like when I attack with Tursa, it will just exile Ardyn or Sin, and then I'll feel stupid. But what else do I do here? I guess I FOMO. What kind of a Reanimator deck is this? Is it dinosaurs? So far, all I saw was Line Helix, so it could definitely be dinosaurs. Oh no, it's just Knights of the Round. Can't stop that. If it's Yuna, I also can't stop that. So that's fun, right? Okay, it's Terra. Very terrifying. Torching Terra's fun. It will leave us forever. Is that 4? Do I have... No, yeah, that's 4, right? No. Let's... Tursa and drop what? Jumbo Cactuar in the land? Yeah, let's do this. I get a land anyways. Alright, let's go for the attack. Tursa's getting lost. What else? What? Oh, okay. Yo, I'm not showing that. This is random. Joshua. Discard 2 cards, draw that many cards. Okay. I wish I had 1 land open, but it has to be a tap land. Dredger's Insight. I do get to clear his board. I guess there's that at least. Actually, no. I think that's lethal. Do I have both? I have art. Okay. Finally, I think I might be able to get this to work. So, Ardyn. Ardyn will bring back my graveyard, please. The Cactuar. And then we will attack. Menace. Lifelink. 9,999. And then double attack. GG! Alright, our opponent is the Punk Da Funk. He is an opponent. We go first. We got some lands, some cards to discard, some ways to play the game. Typical game of Reno. It's just not a game until our opponent ropes. He's got a fish. I remember I had this fish. It was Neon Dynasty. Good times. Alright, Cactuar can go. I do show my hand, but I don't want to keep a Cactuar on top. Blue. FOMO. We got more Cactuar to toss. I almost said top, which made no sense. You got blue, so it's probably an opt. There's no other blue spell, I think, that holds priority here. Maybe a bounce spell, but I doubt it. He's really holding on to that opt. I mean, it makes sense, you're supposed to, but, you know. Core Steel? Yep. Turn too late, huh? I think I had Tursa here, though. Okay, sweet. This stupid deck leaves. I'm happy about that. They should always leave. In fact, their game should always DC when they play their second land. Alright, our opponent is the Hazankoth. Crafty. Crafty Zonkoth. We go first. terrible hand, but we do have Tursa to kind of filter, so you know what, let's do it. Who knows what we could draw here. No. I'm gonna toss 2 cards. One of them Jumbo Cactuar. I don't know what the other one is yet. Okay. Gas Cousin. Double Theater. Bunch of useless cards. This is the reanimating deck. They're pretty fast, so I gotta be careful. Now, if I do draw and win Ardyn, it will be great. I don't think I'll do it. Duress. Do I drop Duress? I don't think I have time for Duress anyways. Yeah, I don't have time for Duress. Here's Sephiroth. Look at their draws, man. Look at my draws. What the hell? Jumbo Cactuar. It's the only thing I can reanimate. It just dies right away. Shelter. Okay. Sheltering a Tursa. Not sure about that. It probably has multiple shelters, I think. Did I say that thick? I think. Down to 12. Not looking very nice here. Also dropped the Rogues Gallery, so not getting that back. Second Tursa. Okay, thanks for being slow. I don't think I have 2 more turns to do this, so I guess that's GG because I want to win first. Right? Yeah, if I have 1 more turn, that's the lethal. But I don't have to 1 more turn, so not happening here. LSL core. Oh boy. I mean, if his voice attacks, that's another story. I don't think his voice is going to attack. It's a her. It has haste. I mean, it doesn't have haste, so I don't know if sacking is really that relevant. No attacks. We shall FOMO. I can't play land on his turn. I think I have to kill the LSL core this turn. Yeah, gotta kill the LSL core. Otherwise, it's too many ping damage. He's gonna sack it. Make a zombie. Not gonna attack and freaking exile my Ardyn. We know that's happening. He's got 2 cards in the graveyard. Shelter. Just have to not die here, right? That's the only thing attacking? Alright, does this get pumped? Surveil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll be down to 3. Honestly, if he kills me, I die anyways. if he kills me, I die. That's fun. Whenever a non-token creature dies, I don't know. We'll give up on this FOMO idea. So FOMO idea seems good, but I think whatever he has in hand might kill me. If that last cards go for the throat, I also die. So, like, it could also just be a. Okay, so that's a her. I was gonna say if it is a what's that thing called? LSL core, that would kill me. But obviously, I don't think he would do that. Now we get this thing going on. Oh, GG. Okay, why did he quit, by the way? I don't think it's... I think I still die. Let's look at it, right? It brings back a 5/5 demon. And the card it brings back is the Jumbo Cactuar. I don't have lifelink. Oh, no. No. Demons you control have menace and lifelink. So I will gain 9,999. So yeah, that's lethal. GG. Alright, our opponent is the Straw Hat. You're playing the wrong game. It's Magic the Gathering. We're playing Final Fantasy set. You're using not Final Fantasy character, and you call yourself Straw Hat. Lots of things are not what I expected. Double Duress. Sin is not coming out. Double Duress. Well, we got Overlord, so I think I can try it. Okay. They are apparently Boros. What you playing at? You want to demand some answers? Oh boy. I am already scared. Do I Duress this one card? No, I don't need to. Toss the Sin, draw 2 cards. Bitter Triumph. And Overlord. That was pretty good. I guess it'll depend on what I draw here. Probably gonna Overlord. Play the Verge first. Wow, nothing. Alright. That could happen. Did you get Zombify? No, it just lands. I do get a torch. Probably dropping that torch. Okay, didn't matter. I also don't want to double combat this turn. It's not getting me much. Is there a way for me to drop and reanimate? I don't even have reanimation spell, so... I guess we attack first. Savor? -2, -2. That's not going to do any damage. Second combat, no attacks. Oh boy. I'm getting trolled pretty hard here. No reanimation spells, no lands. Everything got milled. They have another savior? Do get a land. I don't know if I want to make him discard. Feels pretty bad. Oh, okay, that works for me too. GG. Alright, our opponent is the Green Giant. The Bing selling dude? Oh my god, I'm gonna get Beanstalk? Looks red though. Well, we go first. And we have absolutely no red mana. Am I scared? Am I scared? Never scared. Only regrets. Wow, okay, and I whiff. It's perfect. Zot's Chocoball. See? Never scared. There's a land. Dice Explore. So there's a land werewolf. If he plays 2 lands, what happens? This becomes a 2/3, then I won't be able to kill it. But I still think I do this. Just so I don't fall back behind. These are not card draws, so that's bad. It's got Landwar Elf and Guide Wind. How much am I afraid of that Chocobolt though? I don't really want him to get lands either. Why did I do that? I had all the mana too. Okay, it's gonna be a 2-3, but that's about it. I can take a 2-3. Because I don't have to, right? I will, because I'm not dropping anything here. Jesus! Can I get a non-useless card at some point? Do I want to draw it? Do I want to zombify it? I'll draw it. I can hardcast it. No reason to zombify it right now. Soulstone Sanctuary. Four mine? No, it's just 3. Still a lot. I'll discard card. Balemurk. One. Oh boy, is this sad news or what? Jesus Christ! All right, there's 3 Balemurks. We're getting hit. Down to 9. He didn't want to play anything. He knows I have Liliana. You can explore 3 times. Those are all bad news bears. But let's see what happens here. I definitely have to attack, otherwise my Sanctuary is not getting anywhere. My Sanctuary, my Zombify is not getting anywhere. Teresa. Did we bring back to Teresa? And does he block at all? See? No, just a chump fire. He's gonna get a traveling chocobo. Oh, that's scary. Did I drop a swamp into Liliana? Do I drop anything? Do I zombify? I don't have any more combat, so zombifying here probably isn't that good. Interrupter.
Nobody knows Dominaria shadows like me.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Traveling Chocobo. He can play the top card of his deck. It was not a land.
Delay, nothing more.
FOMO. He's got no cards, right? I think I played a Tursa to bring FOMO out. Theater might be useful too. No, not quite. I would like that lifelink. None of your cards, please. Okay, so this is a lot. Do I also have Delirium? It doesn't tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have delirium, but it doesn't tell me. Oh, that does tell me. Okay, so let's untap this. It's Menace. Double block. Okay, I killed both of this stuff. That's pretty good. Second combat. Haha. Alright, what did I take back? Sin? It just lands. Attack again. I would like to get some life. When it attacks, exile permanent card. What did I exile? What did I get back? Is it just land? Oh, I'm out of lands. That's why. Bring it on! Oh, that combo. GG. Man, that interrupter almost got me. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those cactalicious games, how does this deck feel? Reanimation, Jumbo Cactuar, it's got it all. I might have mentioned it, but while I was playing, I forgot about this. Ardyn actually gives Jumbo Cactuar lifelink. Or it gives all our demons lifelink. That's very important because Cactuar is not lethal a lot of times. It's just 10,000 damage. You can get chump block, even if it has menace. 2/1 does block it, but with the lifelink, it means that, well, they can no longer erase us because we are at 9,999, and most deck in standard is not equipped to deal that much damage. So that is the idea of this deck. We also got a Bahamut kill, one of those games. That's very exciting. I didn't think the one-off Bahamut is going to get us kills, but we did it. The destroy up to 1 permanent is great. And I was absolutely right about Tursa. I actually lost a few games because I was a little bit hasty and attacked with Tursa, and it immediately, out of the 7 cards in my graveyard, went right to the Ardyn and exile him. So that was dumb of me to attack with Tursa. Don't ever do that. Don't attack with Tursa unless you know what you're doing, and that means most times just don't do it. This is not an aggro deck. It is a combo deck. We're trying to combo win. That extra 3 damage is not going to get us anywhere with a 9,999 plus on the back foot. So that's the idea of this deck. Very strong deck, but unlike what I said in the intro, I don't think this deck is tuned to the max. I think there are a few cards that we can adjust here or there. So let me talk about a few things. Torch the Tower is great. I think we might want 4 off in this deck. Duress is great. I think we also might want 4 off in this deck. But I don't think we can justify 4 Duress and 4 Torch the Tower. So it might be a 4-2 or a 4-2 in either of those scenarios, depending on whether or not you're expecting to play more aggro or play more against control. So that's a little bit tricky, and that definitely does require more considerations. Now, when it comes to Tursa, I think a lot of times he got stuck. He got stuck in our hand, and if we're playing him as a 3-3 and not attacking, how good is it? So maybe 3 Tursa is too much. Maybe we want to go down to 2 Tursa. I want to have an extra either Bitter Reunion or Bitter Triumph. I want to discard a card. I want to somehow discard more cards from my hand because a lot of times these cards get stuck in my hand, and I want more card draw. Now, you might think, hey, Tursa is card draw, right? This is discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. Bitter Reunion is discard 1 card and draw 2 cards. So this is slightly better of a card selection. Even though it is going to draw you the same number of cards, you discard 1 less. And that might be important, especially with all those Hopeless Nightmare decks running around. And yeah, that's the main thing that I think this deck is requiring a tune of. Just more Bitter Reunion to get faster or more filtered card draw. It doesn't have to be Bitter Reunion either. It could be, Demand Answers or any of those other red impulse draws. Not even impulse draw. What are those called? Red discard loot draws, where you discard 1 card and draw 2 cards. It costs 2 mana. Is an instant speed card. That's not too bad. FOMO discards 1 and draws 1, so it draws a little bit less, but can be brought back with Overlord. So I don't think we want to ever cut FOMO. And the one time we attack with the double attacking FOMO with Ardyn, that was great because we get a second combat and we get to bring back another thing. So yeah, that's how I feel about this deck. Definitely needs 4 FOMOs, maybe 1 less Tursa, and then we just win from there, right? So Valgon's Faithful, I think 2 off is enough. It's a little bit, foretelling if you just play it. Your opponent will see it coming, and they'll be able to stop it, so it's not going to, it's not a definite turn 4 Zombify. It's not like we have 6 Zombifies in this deck. So yeah, I think Vagabond Faithful, it's a little bit tricky. I don't want to have more than 2 off in the deck. And Jumbo Cactuar is great, but maybe 3 off is too much. Maybe we'll go down to 2 off, because there are a few games where all I had was Jumbo Cactuar, and they got stuck in my hand, and even if I discard them, I draw another Jumbo Cactuar instead of an Ardyn. That's a feel-bad moment as well. But that's neither here nor there, because at some point, we do want to reanimate a Cactuar with the Ardyn, so we can't have none in the graveyard. And so, yeah, this is where a lot of fine-tuning that still has to be done with this deck if you want to play the Cactuar deck. It's fun. It's definitely fun to swing with a 9,999 plus on a creature. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.